Thank you for joining us for Pioneer Valley High School's 14th commencement to celebrate and honor the class of 2020. Please rise for our national anthem. Singing the 2020 commencement is Creative Excellence winner and four-year actress in our school musical productions, Ixla Vasquez Rosales, who will be attending Allen Hancock College in the fall.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ixla. That was beautiful. You may be seated. Welcome, students, staff, parents, assistant principals, board members, our superintendent, and district leaders. I want to acknowledge to everyone that, like you, I know this is not what we wanted, nor what we expected in this year's graduation ceremony. I wish that we were on the football field, surrounded by family and friends, balloons and flowers, and the warmth of an afternoon graduation ceremony. But most of all, I wish that we were together. Class of 2020, we are all going to remember your year in a way that no other year will be remembered. Phrases such as social distancing, 6 feet apart, masks, and the way that we have learned to do high school is going to be remembered this year more than any other class. We have all missed school in some way. Even if you don't necessarily love your classes or your teachers, there is something to be appreciated in the daily routine of school, the regular ringing of the bells, and the smell of the cafeteria in the morning. I hope that you have learned about yourself through this experience. What I know I have learned is that you students are what inspire me and strengthen me daily. Without seeing you each day, I must admit it has sometimes been hard to refuel and to keep going. Ultimately, I know that all of us, your teachers, your parents, our families, and this class of 2020, you will continue and we will be stronger. Seniors, you are to be congratulated today. Today is the day that we celebrate the end of your 13 years of schooling. On your journey, many of you have discovered talents and interests, and I want everyone to know of the special accolades that you have earned over the past 4 years. We have many students who wear cords and sashes today that display extraordinary educational effort. Although these students are not in front of me during this ceremony, I want to applaud their accomplishments. We have students who earned a silver cord of academic excellence and the blue stole of the academic scholar. These represent grade point averages of 3.5 or higher and the completion of A through G university requirements. We have students who have been accepted to a 4-year university and are wearing a medallion for college acceptance. We also have students that have taken 4 years' worth of coursework in various areas and include the AVID, the CSF, and the Seal of Biliteracy Cords. Many of our seniors have excelled in community service, and they've learned about commitment to one another. These include our Link crew, our Key Club, and our student council members. High school is also about joining organizational societies that ask rigorous coursework, and these include the French Honor Society, the Science Honor Society, and Sociedad Honoraria Hispanica. We have students who have chosen to honor our country and have been accepted into the Air Force, Army, Navy, and Marines, and we're grateful for their desire to protect and to serve. Many students are part of national organizations and include the Future Farmers of America and the Future Business Leaders of America. We have encouraged the discovery of individual growth through arts, personal expression, and leadership. These students wear honors representing the Share Club, the GSA, Panther Tails, and wear medals of creative excellence. The final decoration I want to honor is specific to us, and that is the Pioneer Valley White Sash. Every year we are evaluated as a school, and these students have contributed to us as a positive reflection of the teaching, the learning, and the guidance that has been given to you these 4 years. I congratulate all of you today, and I applaud your efforts. Parents and families, it has been a privilege for our faculty to serve as educators, and I thank you for sharing your children with us over the past 4 years. I am proud that the class of 2020 will be represented in history books, and students of the future will learn about their experience, reflect on the COVID event, and how it affected all of us in education. Class of 2020, you will persevere, and this is a part of your story. I have spent the last 4 years of my announcements to you students in the same way, and today is no different. I want you to know that I support you, and I love you guys. To give the saludos a los padres, please welcome Satya Gonzalez. Satya will be attending Allen Hancock College in the fall, and she will major in psychology.
Buenos días, mi nombre es Satya Gonzalez y para mí es un grande honor poder dirigirme y dar las bienvenidas a la clase de 2020 de Pioneer Valley High School y a todas las familias de los graduados, especialmente decirlo en el idioma de español. Es un placer poder representar a todos mis compañeros y compañeras de esta escuela y en esta manera poder dar unas palabras de agradecimiento y aprecio a los padres y familias de estos alumnos. Nosotros venimos de gente trabajadora, sin duda lo sabemos. Nuestras familias nos han demostrado cómo es el heroísmo, la fuerza, la unidad, la determinación, la valentía, la compasión, la alegría y el amor. Para algunos de nosotros, nuestros padres o nuestros abuelos hicieron el gran sacrificio de dejar su país natal, sus propias familias y amistades. Lo dejaron todo para venir a este país donde esperaban tener una vida mejor para ellos mismos. Y luego nosotros nacimos. Y de ese día en adelante han estado con nosotros, apoyándonos y ayudándonos en cada paso de la vida. No hemos llegado a este punto de nuestra carrera académica solo por nuestra propia capacidad e inteligencia. Nosotros llegamos aquí por ustedes, porque son nuestro y nuestra principal motivación. Hicieron lo que pudieron y hicieron mucho más de lo que creen, a pesar de la barrera del idioma. Sus sacrificios no son ni serán en vano. Hoy se gradúa todo un pueblo que a pesar del menosprecio, el rechazo, enfrentamientos y dificultades, va a seguir adelante y estar unidos. Donde quiera que vayamos, siempre recordemos de nuestras raíces y preservemos la unidad en la familia. Ahora somos la nueva generación de líderes latinos y latinas. Nos corresponde ayudar a nuestras familias en cualquier manera posible. Nos corresponde hacer una diferencia en el mundo, de poder formarlo en la mejor versión que podamos imaginar. ¿Será fácil? No. ¿Pero va a valer la pena? Por supuesto que sí. Ahora la vida nos espera y estamos listos. Cualquier cosa podemos enfrentar, porque si nuestros padres pudieron, nosotros también. Muchísimas gracias.
Our next speaker is our salutatorian with a 4.36 grade point average, Damien Magana. Damien will be attending UCLA in the fall with a major in mechanical engineering.
No person could have predicted the events which have transpired in the last few months. No one could have predicted the sadness and fear. But no one could have predicted us either. The fact that the class of 2020 has made it to the end of this school year is a testament to our ability to succeed, to adapt, and to persevere. For the past few months, we have gone through challenges and changes that no class has seen before. We have broken traditions and created a new rule book on what is possible. The world needs change, and being able to break the status quo like we have is exactly how this change will occur. For some of you, the past 4 years offered the biggest challenges you have ever faced. I am happy to inform you that the trials and tribulations of high school will not be your last, and will most likely not be anywhere close to being the largest hurdles you face in your life. Congratulations, it only gets harder from here. But do not be afraid of the harder decisions and challenges to come. Too often, our minds are bogged down in the battle with a tragic event or seemingly impossible challenge. We forget the reason why we fight and why we overcome. We want to be happy. Everything we do is for the happiness of others and ourselves. How we achieve happiness is up for us to decide. Gandhi says, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Others say happiness is found in helping others. The fact is, there are many roads to happiness. We now have the opportunity to choose the one we want to follow. But please do not mistake happiness for success. They can go hand in hand, like Batman and Superman, or they can be at opposing sides, like Batman and Superman. How you achieve your happiness is for you to decide, but please remember that happiness is not just lying at the end of your goals and ambitions. It is also found along your journey. It is found in you. It is found in the people around you. All you have to do to see it is to stop and take a moment to appreciate what you have done. We take this moment to appreciate your success in high school. Go out and give people more reasons to appreciate this class. But do not forget to enjoy yourself. Smile once in a while. Laugh. It's easier to fight for tomorrow when you are happy today. Thank you. Good luck.
Your valedictorian and the highest performing student in the class of 2020 with a 4.37 grade point average, Naomi Mao, who will be attending UC Santa Cruz in the fall and majoring in environmental engineering.
A couple of days ago, I had the original and brilliant idea to write a New Year's resolution for the class of 2020. Original, because it's probably the only one ever written halfway through the year, in June. And brilliant, because I wrote it. Now, before you write a resolution, it's important to reflect on the growth you've made in the last year, and in our case, the last 4. Almost 1,500 days ago, we entered the front gates of Pioneer and began our high school career. Let me tell you, high school is actually a lot like writing a speech. You are constantly thinking of what other people might think of you, and you have to say the right things to be memorable. Fast forward to the present time, and we are almost unrecognizable from our freshman selves. Being a senior gives you a certain confidence that you just don't have as a freshman. I remember calling my mom the minute the bell rang on the last day of school junior year. I was so excited to tell her that I was finally a senior. Because being a senior, you feel like you can do anything. And so I wrote, in this resolution of ours, to keep that same confidence with us next year and for the years to come, whether you go to college next year or learn a trade or get a job. Always remember to keep that same confidence with you, because with it, we really can do anything. We have grown so much here at Pioneer Valley. We got lost in the school hallways a couple of times our freshman year. We gave each other compliments written on colorful Post-it notes our sophomore year. We got senioritis earlier junior year, and we went crazy on our senior luau this year. And all this, we did it together. And that is something so special about Pioneer Valley. We built a community here. We'll remember the student worker who says you're welcome even when we don't say thank you. We'll remember the boys by the portables playing handball every day, and our perilous attempts to reach the basketball courts unscathed. We'll remember the freshman girls making TikToks in the restroom during 6th. What we'll remember most about high school won't be our grades or what we wore every day. It won't even be what we learned in the classroom. What we'll remember most are the relationships we've made and the community we built at Pioneer. So as we close this chapter of our high school career and finish writing this resolution on a new page, let's remember to keep the confidence we've gained this year and build our community to reflect the immensely supportive one we've had at Pioneer Valley. Congratulations, class of 2020.
To give the Student Council farewell address, your ASB President, Jenny Martinez. Jenny will be attending Allen Hancock College in the fall and major in political science.
Good evening to everybody tuning into this at home. I'm sure it'll be the last time you'll have to hear it said. Some of you will have heard this twice now. Once at our 8th grade graduation 4 years ago and now once again. My name is Jennifer Martinez and I have had the honor of serving as your ASB President in a year that can only be described as a series of unfortunate events. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate the graduates tuning into this at home. Unfortunately, because of the unusual circumstances that we were presented with this year, you will have received the last 2 months and 23 days of your time as a high school student through a series of phone calls, emails, and computer screens. And for that, I am sorry. There were many ways I had planned to go about writing this speech. To express the sorrow I know we all felt when that devastating call went out on March 15th, informing us that we would no longer be returning to school. For a while, all I could compile for the speech were sentences that started slurring together and sounding like a eulogy. However, I strongly believe that we deserve above feeling like what happened is a tragedy. If there's one thing that these past 4 years have shown me, is that I belong to a class that greatly intimidates me because of the power and energy you each carry. All the light you guys breathe into the school is iridescent, beautifully unique and colorful from every angle. How can that possibly not be intimidating? This class has also proven to be fiercely competitive beyond belief, academically and physically, among many other things. It is for that reason that I know that what happened these past 2 months and 23 days will not surpass the knowledge and experience that each and every one of you and your educators have nurtured in the other 1,100 days of your high school career. Let what happened to us this year be a reminder that life can be fragile and is filled with uncertainty, and that you can either let the fear of that overcome and defeat you, or you can rise from all the uncertain and unfortunate events that happen in this world and recognize, as someone I greatly admire once said, that difficult times often bring out the best in people. You are the best of people, and the time we did have was the best time any class could have wished for. I am confident that we have among us the people who will carry our futures forward. But remember to stop and appreciate the moments you have in a singular moment. We will always carry with us now the lesson that it can be taken in the blink of an eye. Thank you once again. Congratulations to all of you. It's been a pleasure.
Your senior class vice president, Danny Morales, who will be attending Cal State Fullerton in the fall and majoring in English.
Good evening, class of 2020. I'm extremely honored to be a part of this graduating class and to be here today. As I brainstormed ideas and watched different graduation speeches in hopes of preparing me for this one, I soon realized there is no guidebook or pre-existing pieces of inspiration online on how to give a speech for a class like ours. Unfortunately, when you Google how to give a speech to a class graduating amidst a global pandemic, you won't find much. The reasons for this being obvious, but the reality being harsh. One of adults' favorite things to say to teens entering high school is, "These 4 years will fly by." If we didn't already believe them, I think I speak for us all when I say we do now. As a matter of fact, our senior year in particular flew by 84 days early. 84 days in which we missed prom, our last all-school rally, senior ditch day, spring sports, Disneyland, the last day of our high school careers, and what seems to be the hardest, not having given that last goodbye to the teachers, staff, and friends that have made an everlasting effect on our lives. These 84 days have also had the ability to entirely separate us from past and future graduating classes. What started with what we thought would be a short break turned into a constant question of whether or not everything we had worked for was gone. We step into our lives after high school, whatever that may be, with more confusion and unanswered questions. It's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but what we do know is that we are resilient. We will forever look back on this time and remember when we had the determination to graduate, despite the odds being stacked against us. We will look back and also be thankful that this virus took our senior activities and not our lives. We'll look back and remember the time our community gathered together and celebrated us in ways never done before. We may not have had our cherished senior events, but we do have what has been alongside each of us these past 4 years of our lives, and that's each other. While COVID-19 will of course go down in history, so will our class of 2020. Thank you.
Each of our students on this stage with me are a representation of our Pioneer Valley seniors. I love the words that they have spoken and how they have so eloquently captured the challenges of today. At this time, I would like to present the class of 2020 to our Santa Maria Joint Union Superintendent, Mr. Antonio Garcia.
Hello, a warm greeting to all students, families, and staff of Pioneer Valley High School on this very special and momentous occasion. Un cordial saludo a todos en este momento muy especial. I am Antonio Garcia, and it is my privilege and honor as the superintendent of the Santa Maria Joint Union High School District to accept our graduation candidates. On behalf of the school district's Board of Education, I certify that this graduation class has met all requirements of the state of California and the district. To all our graduating seniors, I hereby officially proclaim you as high school graduates of Pioneer Valley High School class of 2020. Congratulations to each one of you.
Our student representatives of the class of 2020 will now lead us through the symbolic changing of the tassels. All of our tassels are placed on the right side to begin, and we change the tassel to symbolize our transition from a candidate to a graduate. Students, please grab hold of your tassels together. On the count of 3, we will move them to the left. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. This concludes our program. Congratulations to you, students. Great job. Do it. Throw them. We hope to see all of our seniors on June 5th in the student parking lot beginning at 9 a.m. Thank you.